Welcome to Beyond, the podcast where we explore possible futures made possible by exponential technologies transforming society. From the future of entertainment, work, and health to the future of family and entrepreneurship. Beyond is a conversation among friends to get you excited about and prepare for these potential futures. I'm your host, Luis, and today we're diving into the critical stage of securing seed money for your startup in 7 essential steps. So, what exactly is seed money? In the simplest terms, seed money is the initial capital used to start a business. It covers the basics, market research, initial product development, and other early stage operations. But how do you secure this vital funding? Let's break it down into 7 key steps. Step 1, problem analysis. First up, let's talk about understanding the problem your startup is solving. This is the foundation of your pitch to potential investors. According to the microcanvas framework created by Dulap and myself, a systematic problem analysis involves identifying the main problem, its symptoms, and its broader impacts on stakeholders. Understanding the root causes of a problem ensures that your solutions aren't just superficial fixes, but comprehensive strategies addressing underlying challenges. By conducting a thorough problem analysis, you'll gain a deep understanding of the market gap and be able to articulate this clearly to investors. This sets the stage for presenting your solution as a viable and necessary innovation. Step 2, crafting a transformative purpose. Once you've nailed down the problem, the next step is to articulate your startup's vision through a transformative purpose. This concept, which is also included in the microcanvas framework, but originally comes from Peter Diamandis and also from exponential organizations, is about envisioning and articulating the aspirational future your startup aims to create. A well-crafted transformative purpose bridges the gap between identifying challenges and formulating objectives. It focuses on the emotional and societal impacts of achieving those goals. Your transformative purpose should inspire both your team and also potential investors. It's not just about what you want to achieve, but how it will transform the industry or even society. Step 3, evaluating solution alternatives. Next, we move to evaluating your solution alternatives. This is where you systematically explore and assess various options to address the identified problem. It's very important to consider impact, feasibility, and alignment with your startup's strategic goals. Evaluating different solutions helps ensure you choose the most effective strategy, balancing technological complexity, cost, and potential impact. Investors want to see that you've thoughtfully considered multiple paths and chosen the best one based on solid analysis. This demonstrates strategic thinking and reduces perceived risk. Now let's move to SAFE, understanding the SAFE concept, which is simple agreement for future equity. This is a very popular and increasingly popular method of securing seed money. The simple agreement for future equity, or SAFE, are a flexible and straightforward way to raise early stage funding without having to value your company too early. Now keep in mind, this is a structure that is very popular in the United States and other places like Europe. For countries like Dominican Republic and the rest of Latin America, these agreements are a little bit difficult to implement, specifically because the regulatory environment in these countries make it a little bit more difficult, a little bit more harder. A SAFE is an agreement between an investor and a company that provides rights to the investor for future equity in the company. It's similar to a warrant, except without determining a specific price per share at the time of the initial investment. Safe agreements were introduced by Y Combinator in 2013 as a simpler alternative to convertible notes. They are particularly beneficial because they simplify the process of raising funds. They convert to equity during the next round of financing, making them attractive for both startups and investors. There are four main types of safes: the basic safe, the safe with a discount, the safe with a valuation cap, and the safe with both a discount and a valuation cap. Let's break this down. The basic safe is the simplest form of safe with no discount or valuation cap. It converts to equity at the price of the next financing round. Safe with a discount offers investors a discount on the price per share during the next financing round, typically around 10 to 20%. It rewards early investors for their risk. The safe with the valuation cap sets a maximum company valuation at which the safe will convert to equity, providing an upside if the company's valuation significantly increases by the next round. Finally, the safe with both a discount and a valuation cap combines the benefits of both, giving investors a discount and setting a maximum valuation. Safe agreements are appealing because they avoid the complexity of debt, such as interest rates and maturity dates, making them straightforward for startups to manage. Additionally, they offer flexibility in how and when they convert, which can be tailored to the specifics of the next financing round. For investors, safes provide a way to invest early without the risk of setting a potentially low valuation for the company, which is, by the way, something that most of the time entrepreneurs do when they're not very prepared to evaluate their company. For startups in the Dominican Republic, safes can be particularly useful. The local startup ecosystem is evolving, and using safe agreements can attract international investors who are familiar with these instruments and appreciate their simplicity. Having said this, safes are not easy to implement in Dominican Republic because the current legal system makes it harder to implement than in other jurisdictions. The challenge for the Dominican Republic is that some entrepreneurs might be tempted to move their startups to other jurisdictions that are very safe friendly. So, if you are a government official hearing this concept for the first time, or if you are someone with influence in how legislation is done in Dominican Republic, my invitation is to start exploring SAFE as a very friendly way for investors to put money into startups. It's important today to work with legal and financial advisors to ensure that the terms of the SAFE are clear and favorable. Understanding local laws and how safes are treated in your jurisdiction is also essential. Having said all of this, there are ways to implement SAFE as contracts that are at the beginning kind of hard to implement, but can be implemented on the current laws. Now let's move to step 5, contextualizing the local investment environment. We were speaking just a little bit to the Dominican Republic and about the Dominican Republic. This is why for us it's important to understand the local investment environment. While the principles of securing seed money are universal, there are unique aspects to consider locally. In the Dominican Republic, the startup ecosystem is growing, with increasing interest from both local and international investors. However, it's very important to understand the local legal and financial landscape to navigate fundraising successfully. Engaging with local incubators and accelerators can provide valuable support and connections. Additionally, understanding local regulations and market conditions will help tailor your pitch to resonate with investors here and abroad. If you have a startup that wants to raise money, I would suggest to either A, go to a local incubator or accelerator, depending on your stage, and try to get in for them to help you craft your pitch and your business model in a way that is attractive to investors, both local and international investors, or engage with an innovation coach like myself to help you, guide you into building a value model, a business proposition that makes sense for this type of investors. Let's move to step 6, building a strong team. Your team is one of the most critical factors for investors. A strong, diverse team with complementary skills can significantly enhance your startup's chances of success. Highlight the unique strengths and experiences each member brings to the table. Investors look for teams that can execute the vision and adapt to challenges. Your team's expertise and dynamics can be a decisive factor in securing seed funding. Remember, most of the time, investors will not only look at your business model, they will look at the team executing such business model. They will put faith into your ability as a team to deliver on the promises that you are establishing in the business model. Make sure that your pitch includes clear examples of your team's past successes and how those experiences will help navigate your startup's journey. Step 7, which is the final step, let's talk about your pitch. This is your moment to shine and convince investors that your startup is worth their money. Your pitch should be clear, concise, and compelling, covering the problem, your solution, the market opportunity, and your business model. A compelling pitch tells a story, one that captures the essence of your transformative purpose, showcases your team's strengths, and outlines a clear path to success. From experience, I can tell you, you need to practice your pitch multiple times. Seek feedback from as many people as possible. I won't suggest that you seek feedback from people that are not entrepreneurs, from people that are not investors, from people that are not mentors or coaches, such as family or friends. Most of the time, feedback from people that are very near to you can actually get you down because they will see you instead of seeing the proposition. I would suggest that you engage with the local entrepreneurship community, pitch to them, pitch to potential investors, pitch to mentors, to coaches, and have the feedback be implemented as early as possible into your pitch. Be prepared to answer tough questions. The more confident and prepared you are, the more convincing you will be. Also, please remember, most entrepreneurs will actually fail to secure funding probably in the first 50 to 100 times you pitch to potential investors. Sometimes the pitch will not be to secure funding, it will be to provide you with feedback. Most of the time, even if you try to get investment, investors will say no. Not because your pitch is not a good one, not because your value proposition is not a good one, but because most of the time, what you are proposing is not a fit with their investment ethos. Understand this and have different versions of your pitch depending on the type of investor that you are pitching to. Finally, have faith. Understand that each time you fail is an opportunity for improvement. Understand that what you are selling is a promise that is yet to be realized, and people will need to believe as much as you into the promise that you're selling. Remember that securing seed money is a challenging step, but an important one in your startup journey. Some entrepreneurs don't need to raise money. Most entrepreneurs will have to in order to bring their idea to reality. By profoundly understanding the problem, crafting a compelling and attractive vision, evaluating potential solutions, not only one but many, leveraging safe agreements, building a strong team, and perfecting your pitch, you can increase your chances of success. Now, this is all for today's episode of Beyond. If you have found today's episode useful, please subscribe and leave a review. And remember, every big business starts small. Keep pushing forward, and good luck with your startup journey. This has been Luis Santiago, an innovator coach and a helpful friend trying to guide you in your startup journey. See you in the next one.